Hi, I'm Daniel M. Garbes and this is my partner in reporting, Josel M. Mateldo. We'll tackle about why the private sector underinvests in innovation and how governments encourage in innovation, and then cover public goods. Well, why the private sector invents in innovation? Market competition provides a certain incentive for discovering new technology or new R&D, research and development. In some cases, competition can discourage new technologies. Specifically, if the idea is quickly if it's able to be copied. If you think of an innovation that's not really a patentable new technology, everybody can copy it. If you come up with an app that does something and everybody loves it. Many countries have patent laws, so if you come up and spend a lot of money of your own research and innovation for some period of time, before the patent runs out, you're able to exclusively sell that item. So, studies have shown that the original inventor receives 1/3 to 1/2 of the total economic benefits from the innovations, while other businesses and new product users receive the rest. That's often the case. In fact, there's a lot of kinds of studies of the inventor not getting anything in a company that they sold the invention to, or that ripped off the invention from him makes most of that. So there's a gap. So there's a body of laws that patents, trademarks, copyrights, trade secret laws that protect the right of the inventor. Patents give the inventor exclusive right to make, use, or sell for a limited amount of time. So you put in a lot of money, you've invested a lot of money and time in coming up with a innovative electric motor design. Government spending on research and development. Well, if a private sector does not have sufficient and sends it to carry out the RD, and the government could provide a subsidy or fund the work directly. And where do they go? Through colleges and universities, non-profit research entities, sometimes private firms, and sometimes government-run laboratories. The government has the Argonne National Laboratories are actually in Illinois, and they do a lot of nuclear research there. Cooperative research. So state and federal governments look at a variety of ways of partnerships and grants for innovative projects. One example might be the National Institute of Health or National Academy of Scientists and Agricultural and Food Research initiative, where people are looking at a variety of different things and cooperation between government-funded universities, academies, and private sectors use for and create whole new industries by doing this. So another approach or complementary approaches they say here is to give you if you invest in R&D, you can reduce your taxes depending on how much research and development you do. The government saying we're willing to willing to tax you at a lower rate or reduce your taxes to provide that incentive for you to do that.
Public good. Good that is non-excludable and non-rival, and is difficult for market producers to sell to individual consumers. The non-excludable, it is costly or impossible to exclude someone from using the good, and thus hard to charge for it. While non-rival, even when one person uses the public good, another can also use it. Examples are fire and police service and national defense. The free rider problem of public goods. Free rider, those who want others to pay for the public good and then plan to use the good themselves. If many people act as free riders, the public good may never be provided. The free rider problem can be expressed in similar terms as the prisoner's dilemma game. The role of government in paying for public goods. The key to paying for public goods is to assure that everyone will make a contribution and to prevent free riders. This is done through government spending and taxes. In some cases, markets can produce public goods, creates an indirect way of charging for it. Example, radio is a public good, but revenue is made by selling advertising and charging listeners by taking up some of their time. Social pressures and personal appeals can also reduce the number of free riders and to collect resources for the public good.